Genuine question, guys. If you found out that your man works glutes, how would you feel about that?
Works what?
Glutes in the gym.
He
Does glutes days. Like, he does
specifically
days.
for his bum.
Yes.
I think it makes sense.
If it was glutes and leg day, we can.
You said something. That's what I said.
I'm just not interested.
Because it shouldn't be just your bum. He just asked, do you do glutes day?
I don't do glutes.
He does do.
You're gonna get that ass fat.
No, but I was thinking about it. And I was just like, I feel like if you work out naturally, you do glutes in it. But having a glutes day, what makes it funnier? I feel like it's funnier. And I was actually
if you do a leg day, you should be exercising your like glutes and your thighs.
That was really funny.
But if you have a sole day that is just today, I'm gonna do my yans.
Could you date someone that's thicker than you? One time a guy moved to me, he turned around and I had to delete his number immediately. It was so scary.
Oh, I did. The thing is, your bum has
Stop! You did.
My ex had a bigger. He was bigger than mine. I feel like he even said it one time, and I was just like,
wait, stop. Sorry.
I feel like he even said it one time. I'm pretty sure.
He's a very rude person.
Yeah, I was just like,
your bum has to just not be jiggly.
Like, what's his face from school?
Yes,
that yash was humongous.
If you have hips.
Oh, the
bodacious. Like, I can't date a bodacious man. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Because come on, what does that say about me?
But you should have a nice bum. Like, I love a good bum.
I agree. Nice and lifted and toned.
Yeah.
Real.
Personally, I think none of you can discriminate because whenever I say something about anybody's height, you just want to come at me. So I don't think
She's flipping starting. What
does this have to do with anything?
What is that?
He can be short. You just can't be bodacious. This is not. We're not in the same vein. Like,
she's just a hater.
No,
you don't know.
I have
her and Atty.
natural selection.
Oh my god, you started.
Line of best fit.
Line of best fit.
Line of best fit.
You call it the line of best fit.
It's the line of best fit. So when you go out, you have to understand the line of best fit. And what these days,
oh god,
as I grow and I go older, the line of best fit is becoming lower. It's decreasing.
The line of best fit.
It's I'm sorry.
It's just also unserious.
Anyway, my hits.
Nah? Oh well.
Sorry.
Was that recorded?
Sorry.
I feel it's been recorded. Unfortunately, whoever's editing, we must use that.
For me, dance for me, yeah. 12 for me, break it down for me. TikTok 1, 2, 3, 12 for me. Shake it, baby, baby. Bring it on me, on me. I need to come closer. I've been instructed.
Hi friends, welcome to the Grey Area Podcast, a podcast where we talk about life and the things that we are navigating in it, as we like to say, the ups, the downs, the blacks, the whites, everything in between. Can I help you guys?
Rich has 2 nails left.
So do I. This is all that's left.
I need to book something. Everything else is good, guys.
How can I not start every 2 weeks religiously? Like,
no, I can't because I'm taking a break. I need to actually heal.
Let's love yourself.
Yeah, I just took all mine off. But you know, she charged me £13. I was thinking, are you
£13? You can go to Super Drug.
I was literally dip it in. I was just like, but I was already there, and I was just like,
£13 for a takeoff. Mine's £5.
Yes, that's. I was literally.
I'm getting bumped then.
How much?
No, usually it's like 10.
Normally it's 10.
Me and Lynn so when she said 13, I literally just turned my head like. And she just brought out her card details and just slid it on the table because I only bought a £10 note. And she was just like,
who was this?
It was, I don't know the shop. I was just in, I think it was Stoke or somewhere. She just slid the thing out like this. I just said,
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Fairs, £13. That's crazy.
I was like, what happened to 10? I literally specifically brought my £10
note
for this.
Yeah, I just ripped them off. I'm tired now.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I ripped them off.
That's really
well, my sister does nails sometimes.
Oh, okay. You can file them off.
I'm done with it now.
Sorry.
No,
continue.
anyway.
Sorry.
Welcome to the podcast. I would like to say welcome to the podcast. Atty's not here this week.
Well done.
We have a live studio audience today, guys.
Yes, we do. Now they're making noise. Okay.
We actually
do you want to join the pods today?
Come join.
Well. Nobody sit over there, but come on,
sit down. What's it called? I'll take.
Wow, this is our first man.
And I think it's the right person.
Yes. Impromptu, I like that. So guys, we're gonna have our first guest. Oppa's gonna intro our guest today, but
this is. Oh, should I speak?
No, wait. He's gonna get mic'd up first.
Yeah.
Brick. Should someone rap a bit? Lift the mood.
I'll do it. Okay.
Hey.
You know, I'm actually having a song. We'll play our song, my song right here.
What song?
I'm actually...
The one? No, guys, it bangs. The one that from Olivia's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I listened to it. It was
award winning. Oh, Oppa's on the song as well.
You're an award winning.
Yeah,
they made a song.
I smoked my shit.
Did you release it?
What happened to the beats maker?
But they should.
Can I hear it?
Beats
Are you
maker.
gonna play on here? You should play on here.
We'll play it in the back.
No, we'll change it. Our intro song will be the song.
The intro song.
So guys, we had a live studio audience, but now he's on the pod. So,
Yes.
Woo! So, do you want to introduce yourself to the people then?
Hello everyone, my name is Martin. If you want to find me on socials, I'm FIFA the One. I'm main.
Hey, so the one.
92 and 1.
Yeah, so you also make comics as well.
Yeah, but that's for later.
Don't it's too
Finish. Okay, so you've met Martine, and then we'll do intros, and then Opez in today's episode. So we'll get into it.
Hey guys, it's your girl Shay. I'm back.
Yeah, as you said, Ashley's not here this week, but she'll be back next week, hopefully.
back.
In the meantime, it's your fave fly babe, Mayowa.
Yes.
It's
It should be. Sorry.
And last but not least is Oppa.
Amazing. So, how was everybody's week? Anything in particular you want to discuss before we get into it?
I left my job.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was the main thing. It happened last week actually.
Yeah.
But they threw a surprise leaving party. So like it was all yellow, guys.
Everybody said
I thought it was just gonna be like her job is not normal. I thought it was just gonna be like leaving drinks. There was a DJ that was flipping like
I got my friends to DJ, but my colleagues also DJ as well. So
Oh,
DJ.
yeah.
There was a bar,
Nice.
like open bar, pizza,
food. It was
drinks.
actually a party.
Oh, I love that.
And it was just so lovely. My friends also ordered drinks for me. They got me snacks. They made it all yellow. Like it was just
Everybody
It's
say
a yellow. And I was in a yellow dress, and it wasn't even planned. Like I just came and I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy.
Oh, that's so
So
beautiful.
it was really, really nice. It was sad, but like happy at the same time. Like people kept asking me, "Oh, are you sad? Are you sad?" And I was just like, no, like
Nigga,
no, not in like a.
Oh, yeah, shoot.
In like
Situations.
I knew it was coming for a while, so I was in a place where I was just like, I know that this is the next step for me. But it was sad because I was just like, there's so many people that I've worked with. There's so many like amazing friendships and connections that I've made, and that was the thing that was just like, wow, like I'm not gonna see my friend at the desk. I'm not gonna go and chat to her. Like that's the part that was sad. But I think because I knew it was happening, I was just like, I'm prepared.
Mentally,
To
you
me,
had
it's
time.
okay. You want to be like a psych.
But that's what was sad. But I knew it was coming, and I was in a place. I was like, this is the next step for me, and this is what I want to do. But yeah, I left, and now I'm just doing freelance for a while, and then until I figure out what's next and like just navigate. So that's gonna be my grey area for a bit.
Period.
So if you see me stressing about life,
Sure.
you know what's
Navigating
happening.
together, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Martine, anything you want to share with the group?
I finished my college this week.
Oh, love
Yes.
Oh my god, how'd you feel?
I feel free, I can't lie, because the course was dragged out.
I can imagine.
The teachers, man.
Are you gonna go to uni?
Yeah. So I'm doing an apprenticeship.
Nice. I love that for you.
Books.
Because that's the way to go.
Yeah.
If I could do it again, I would do that.
So I have like another year of just working. So I'm going to do a lot of leaving my house.
Jayeyin.
Because
Jayeyin.
And then the year after I'm going to uni. So
Nice.
5 years, so it's going to be long.
What
What
course or what?
you
Civil engineering.
God, I
Wow.
Sha.
I didn't know it was 5 years.
Same.
I
Same.
didn't know it was 5 years.
Wow.
I've already seen so many TikToks about like people saying, oh, like first year of civil engineering, 5th year, and they look
Yeah.
so old.
I've seen them.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Civil engineering.
Hello.
That's the course that people look watered up.
Yeah,
And
because
then-
it's just
My
giving-
friends are already calling me Onk as well, man.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
I've heard there's a bag in it though at the end. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bag in it though
There's
at the
no bag.
end.
Then what am I
That's how I'm
doing?
money in Ireland.
It was so bad.
Love that.
Oh,
Anybody
no,
else before Oppa takes
congratulations.
over?
Anything this week,
I
Jimmy?
don't know. Sha, it's been. I don't want to. Do you know what? It's been a good week.
You didn't want to bring the meat down.
Yeah, I don't want to
Be real,
damn
No,
be real,
it's
be
been
real.
a good
Yeah.
week in the sense that it's actually been a good week. Like,
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I just want to say PSA. Was it trigger warning? Depression, all this stuff. Talk to your friends, reach out to people. It's good to communicate. But yeah, recently, as do I even want to say this on the pod? No, but I don't have to. But like, something around my work, and I was for 2 years. We've been dragging this matter for time, like where I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be based and stuff like that. So finally, literally this week, I was supposed to be packing my stuff to go to Manchester. like gone. Like I didn't know how I was going to do a podcast. So I was just thinking,
Sure.
we'll make it work. But yeah, everything's sorted now. Finally, they've moved me to London.
Yeah.
Thank God. Guys, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny.
No, because none of us were laughing.
No, because
I remember just thinking at one point, like, okay, so
I was actually
if
gonna,
Jameen leaves, and we
this
like,
was the week. I was
what's
actually,
the podcast
I was
looking
already
like?
gonna pack my load and like I wasn't dead and gone. I'm not dead, but yeah.
Were you even looking for apartments and everything? You're like, yeah, that's it.
I was thinking Airbnb. I'm just gonna Airbnb until I
figure it out.
I figure it out. That's what I was given. But yeah, everything's sorted. Thank God. It's really a testimony.
Yeah,
it
is.
I'm so happy.
It's only senior people where I'm at, and yeah, I didn't. Even my manager was like, yeah, just didn't tell anybody because what happened.
It can't
what
happen
was
again.
case,
Yeah.
It's not normal. So
I think it was just meant to be like it was a line that you were meant to stay.
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, yeah. I do. You know, I preach I prophesy my name a lot, and I do think whatever will be mine, it will be mine at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So,
Amen. Wow.
Congratulations.
That's it. So it's a good week. It's a good week.
Wow, I love that.
I'm so happy for you.
Look at us. Positive as hell. Okay, Opa, you ready?
I was going to talk about my week.
Sorry.
I'm just joking.
Oh.
For me, I would say because recently my unit manager left, so then I had to like take basically his job, and like boy, it hasn't been hard. And I think with me, it's like I'm actually doing like a manager's role, and it's really been difficult because I don't like to be like that person's like, can you actually go and do this now, please?
Yeah.
Or like I want everyone to be like, oh, like I want everyone to have a good time and have a nice time, but like people had been trying my ass, and it's just like. But like, why are you doing that? Because if it was someone else, you would just would not.
Because
do
why
that.
are you doing that? It's so real.
Yeah.
Because why are you doing that?
And the thing is, like, I'm someone like, not you can cut corners, but like, I will allow you, like, if you want to go on your phone, like, I'm not gonna be.
You're
like,
not gonna
get off
oversee
your
it. You're not a
phone.
micromanager. Yeah.
Like you can do that, but like when you're actually taking the piss now, like, can we actually be for real? And then
Are they
you're
gonna
talking
give
to
you
me
a pay
crazy.
rise or like what's
No,
the
I'm on a
situation?
grad scheme, so like that's the point.
That's crazy. No, that's not the point. Oh, actually, I'm a grad scheme.
No, literally.
That's what they.
It was just given like. Sorry, have you forgotten what you hired?
Wow. Anyway,
But yeah, but I think it just made me realize, like, because I always never saw myself as a leader because I'll always be like, oh, I can't lead because I have this character trait. Like, I'm too empathetic to be a leader, or I'm too this to be a leader. But then I think it made me realize, like, oh, like leadership isn't just like for dominant people.
100%.
Like, it can be for anyone, for most people. It's just like how you utilize it. Because my empathy is why the people like me.
Yeah.
But like, maybe I just need to refine my boldness a little bit more to be like, listen, can we just do our work now?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been my couple weeks so
I love
far.
that for you.
So.
I was reading about that the other day, like how different leadership styles they work on, like power, empathy, and warmth. I think with the three like measurements, and like everybody's leadership style and the way they communicate and like they assert themselves is a variety of those to a certain level. So like some people are great leaders because they prioritize the fact that they have power over like the empathy and warmth, but it works. You know what I mean? Other people are warm, so people enjoy speaking to them. They might not be the most powerful, they might not even be the most empathetic, but at least when they're being spoken to, it's like. And then some people are very empathetic with like a good combination of power, so it's like they make really good leaders, stuff like that. You have to find your style, and you flow with it.
Definitely.
Oh, I love that. How
But
positive.
thank you, but it's just been
It has been
really
a good week, Sha.
stressful. Like I just can't sleep. Like
Oh,
no, but it's good. Like I like it
because I was thinking, oh, that's yeah, it was going so well.
it's good, but it's just been a lot of work. Like I'm a grad. Like I'm just here to dilly dally, not dilly dally, but like.
but
Do you know what I think we should?
yeah.
Let's
No, not to
Come
dilly dally.
on.
I'm joking. By the
But
way,
you're still here to learn. You're here to
I'm
learn.
here to
like,
learn,
yeah.
but like to throw me in the deep end
Was it change?
was really, really difficult.
Yeah.
But like I mean they gave me a praise, they gave me flowers at work.
Period.
That's Friday. They were like, wow, you're doing a really good job.
That's
So
That's good.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So.
They could give you money as well, but you know that's fine. Flowers are good, I
Because
guess.
percentage increase.
You know what I mean? Bonus?
Sha?
yeah.
No,
But yeah.
I'm really happy about that. Actually.
Thank you.
congrats.
Oh, everyone's had such a good week. I love that. Okay, take it away, bro.
Okay, so this week, it's my phone. Should I go on airplane mode? Okay.
Airplane mode.
Okay. So this
Airplane mode to ignore
To
them.
ignore them. Hey!
Too many.
NSG.
Just a quick interview for you guys.
Oh, NSG.
Jimmy loading her music
No,
credits. That's what she
literally.
uses.
Maybe you should
Just
just
send it all to me.
TJ music playlist, and Jimmy, you can put like all the songs.
TJ playlist.
Or like a playlist for the episode.
That'd be fun actually.
Okay.
Like a TJ playlist. Like
Okay.
just all the
That'd be
songs that we
really
like
cool.
to vibe out to.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, innit? Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Watch your face, guys.
You know what? Tell me why.
Hey guys, this is Hot Topics. Just a trigger warning. We talk about death, murder, drug use, mental health, etc. So yeah.
Olden days. Okay, I'm joking.
Okay, the title of this week
I'm
is
scared.
She
The
even came with a
Delusion
title.
of Perception.
Okay.
Guys, she's about to preach.
She wants to preach this.
It's given sermon a bit.
Okay, so what do you guys think about the title so far?
The delusion of perception. So like you see something and you're like, oh my god, it's perceived this way, but it's really not.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, basically.
oh my gosh,
Interactive,
Yeah. I was
come
actually
on.
talking about this today
Okay.
because basically, no, but
No,
the way I was
explain
the way I was
further.
talking about it is not. I don't think it's the way you're going.
Oh,
But I was saying that there's actually a difference. Between like pecoré and plantain chips. If you don't know what pecoré is, pecoré is basically like what they sell on the street in Nigeria. But it's plantain chips. But like when you come to the UK, you have like the olu packaging.
Yeah,
plantain chips, right?
yeah.
But like people think this one's more like sexy because of the packaging.
Yeah.
But really, it's just pecoré.
yes.
Do you get?
Yes.
Word.
This has word, because this actually links with
Word.
Oh my god.
So, this week, when did I watch it? Monday or something? Anyways, doesn't matter. I watched this show on the on the Netflix.
On the net.
On Netflix called The Hatchet Wielding
Jesus.
Hitchhiker.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's basically
Heard of that?
yeah, it's really it's a really
Is it
good
good?
documentary. Yeah. So it was basically like when things started to get viral, like you know that time like 2000 and I don't know. But like when Kim K just blew up.
2000.
2016-ish. Before 2016. Yeah, about 2016.
20
When did she have her spread where she just
I think it was like
popped champagne on her
2013.
bum? Earlier than
Okay,
that,
fair.
innit? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically this guy okay, I'll start. So it starts off with like an accident, and this guy hits a black guy because he's on a high-induced like racist rampage, and he's just like, "I need to kill black people, whatever." And then this homeless guy
Oh, I follow that
comes.
sometimes. Isn't it?
Just ignore
What
her.
way?
Ignore her. Rush, Rush. I'm not doing this with today. Rush.
Okay, and then
But also not brush. It's staying in the episode. Calm. Continue. No, it is. Continue, please.
and then after this homeless guy with his what's it called? What that word hatchets? Is it, how do you say it?
Hatchet.
Like a
Hatchet. Yeah,
hatchet.
Be who you
Okay.
are. Don't worry.
He basically saves the black guy by using it to hit his head and like saving him.
Sorry? Oh, the guy that's trying
The
to
guy that's trying to attack him. Yeah.
And then one of the guy interviews him and it's just like, oh, like what did you do? And he's like a Scooby-Doo kind of character, very like blah blah, like you know what? I just had to like do what I had to do.
Like Shaggy, like
Like
Oh my
Shaggy.
god! I would literally remember watching these interviews. I haven't watched the documentary, but I actually remember
was gonna
this.
say, like,
yes,
and he had like long hair.
He went viral for it. I
Yeah,
actually
he
remember
went
this video.
viral.
Yeah,
And everyone was just like, and he was like homeless. He was just like, yeah, I don't
he had
want
nothing to lose. Like, he had nothing to
yeah,
lose.
I don't care. Like, and they were like, oh, what do you want? He was just like, I'm just happy. Like, I care for I want to do good things. Like, let's spread positivity. And then he went viral on the internet. So then now, the people that discovered
exactly,
Kim K wanted to basically do a reality TV show with him. So then they were able to get in contact with him and they took him to like this expensive hotel, and he basically did like a whole 180. He was like, when he went there, he was demanding alcohol, was peeing in front of the hotel, was riding roller skating there, and was like, no one could control him. Like, even when they were trying to like reason with him, it was just like they couldn't. And then that's when some people were just like, is this guy really who like
You think he
You
is?
think it is, yeah.
But then everyone ignored it because like
He's done
he's
something
just
good,
that
that's what I was
guy,
gonna
you know,
say,
he's a
yeah.
good guy, like whatever. Then so he became viral. Everyone was loving him. He had loads of followers on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever. 3 months later, after he went viral, he gets arrested for murder
Yeah.
because he ended up murdering one of the guys that helped him.
Oh
no. So like his fans will basically see him on the street, buy him a beer, or like he'll be like, "Oh, I need a ticket to so and so."
This news story was so insane. I actually remember following this. Like this was March.
So then a guy sees him and is just like, "Oh, I've seen you like." Where you going to? He's like, "Oh, I'm going here." I bought him a ticket. He's like, "Oh, you can come to my house whenever." Ended up going to his house, and in his house he killed him. And the way he killed him,
brutal.
It was gruesome. Like it was like disgusting.
He stumped his face out that his ear was like imprinted in his shoe. That's how badly he like basically. Trigger warning, by the way.
It's okay. We're recording.
And then it just made me think like.
This is hot topics.
This is I don't know what it is. Okay. It's something, Sha.
Sure.
Has there been a time where one, you have noticed someone is crazy? Because there was many people that noticed this guy was crazy, but then everyone else was just like, "Oh, like what are you talking about? He's a positive dude."
Yeah.
Has there been a time in your life where everyone loves this person, and you're just like, this person is like a walking red flag? And what did you do in that situation? Or has there been a time in your life where you ignored the red flags in a person because you were so deluded by maybe their status or like popularity or whatever?
Firstly, I just want to comment on something. With the hatchet wielding hitchhiker, whatever. I think it's so funny how people will allow people to do crazy things when it benefits them or it looks good, and then the second that person continues on their crazy rampage, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, we didn't expect this. He actually killed somebody. Like, at the end of the day, guys, he murdered somebody in cold blood. Yes, he was obviously defending the black guy, and so it's spun as like this hero story.
He actually killed somebody.
He actually chopped guys. Like, he chopped someone's head off. Like I don't. Why is he walking around with a hatchet anyway? Who knows?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't kill him, but he hit him
in
really
the head.
bad.
Oh, did he not die?
He didn't die.
think
I thought he died. You know?
But then what turns out
bound, isn't he?
in his no, he was fine. But like the way he hit him, like it was very gruesome. Because at first he used the dull end of it.
Yeah, it was blunt force trauma.
And then afterwards,
yeah.
he now hit him on the head with the sharper. And then when he was describing it, it was just like, and I hit him, and I hit him, and I hit him, and I hit him again. It was just like, it was banter, but like, is it actually banter?
That's not, yeah.
That's not funny. Like, he was capable of doing so, he did it. And then you now try to control him. But at the end of the day, that's not somebody who can be controlled.
And it turns out that later on that he gave the guy drugs, allegedly.
Hey, God.
Like, he gave him a laced blunt. And
the black guy.
The guy that went on the racist rampage. Oh, okay. So they were talking before. He gave him a laced blunt and then with like other drugs in it, and then he went crazy. And then went on the rampage, and then he attacked him. Like, he did not just give him the drug to go make him go crazy.
Damn.
But anyways,
I just want to add that, like, you can't. What's it that they say, like, a lion is a lion at the end of the day. Like, if you like, you could domesticate that thing, but if it wants to kill you, it's gonna kill you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that you can't be cooing at it because it's so cute. That's a lion, guys. Like, it has a nature. It's gonna do what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think there was a story about like I can't remember if it was a lion or like a
tiger. I think it was a tiger.
I don't know if it was a tiger, but it was it was an animal. Yeah. And basically they were there's this group of circus people. They used this as, I don't know, remember what animal it is. If anyone remembers the story as I'm saying it, shout it.
I'm pretty sure it was a tiger, but I'm not sure.
I think it was, I don't know. I think it was a bear.
Oh, I don't know.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, brother.
No, continue your story. It was an animal, yeah, and basically they were in the circus. They were using this animal as because I crowd pleaser, and everybody was like basically loving it off. They love this animal off, like, oh my gosh, like you said, domestic, like they'll say come here, and basically doing tricks for the people. Fine. Until one day, the trick that they were supposed to do, the thing wasn't listening. So, and then eventually, it jumped on somebody and basically effed them up. But the person survived. But like, yeah, long story short,
an animal's an animal.
An animal's an animal. Like, at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Sure. Sorry. Can you ask your questions again, though?
Okay.
Oh,
my question was, one, has there been a time where everyone loved off a guy or girl or a person, and then
come on,
oh my god,
come on,
or a person.
But you were like, I just, this person's crazy, like this person is mad, but then everyone's just like, no.
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, it was a tiger. It was a white tiger.
Oh,
so yeah.
And then, but everyone else is like, no, like this person is so like Joe vibey. But then, or has there been a time where you ignored the red flags in someone because like, they're popular or their status or like everyone likes
you just feel like you must go with the flow.
You just must go with the flow.
That's a good
And
question.
what did you do in that scenario or whatever? Why the
I mean,
Because
I have an example. But the thing is, I still know the person in real life, so I just don't.
Yeah, because I can't say one
He's
either.
still,
I'm
he's
I'm
still.
literally dealing with it right
The
now.
person
Like,
is still very much involved with people that I know.
Yeah.
So if I talk, people will know what I'm talking about, and then it's just gonna be.
it's a lot. Like, why'd you say that?
I can't think of anything that I thought was weird. Like, I just think people are weird in general, so I just like dodge them. It's not like I've gone there to like.
And then suss them.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not actually
I
skeptical
suss
in it. Yeah, you're not
first
actually
and
skeptical.
then-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you judge too early?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on that actually. I need to sort myself out. But I feel like I judge too early, and like, if you do one thing that pisses me off, is like, okay, you're bitten off in my books. But it shouldn't. It's not normal.
Yeah.
Especially men. Oh my god, it's men. It's not women. Like it's men. Like if you do one thing that's weird, like
Yeah. Similar to Jameen, but I'm less what's it called, obvious about it. But I'm naturally suspicious. of people.
Same.
Jameen's suspicion is one of those ones she'll be like this.
Yeah, she is literally just.
The only thing
watch
is,
you.
I'm only like that if I know that you're gonna be like close to me. Do you get what I'm saying? If I feel like you're just gonna be like a
side character.
no, I don't want to say that.
No, but like you're not gonna
No,
be
but
a
you're not
main
gonna be
part of
directly,
her
like,
life.
into my
Like,
life.
access, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you
Yeah.
secrets, something like that. I'll just be like,
Just allow them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm the
actually
same.
be the most like, oh my god, like, girl, oh my god. But like, if I feel like you're gonna be close to me, that's when I'll be like,
I know Jameen does that. That's so
literally, I'm like, oh my god, really? Like, oh my god, like, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Literally.
I'm very like I'm a slow burner. Like I said, I'm a slow burner in a lot of ways, but I think that there have been times when I've clocked somebody and I've been like, that thing you just said or that thing you did, like everybody moved past it because of whatever reason. Like, not to be the friend that's too work. I can very much appreciate that the way people are perceived, which goes back to your perception point, can affect how people like tolerate their behaviors. Like, let me not get specific because I'm going through this right now. But like, I always say that there are certain things that ever since I was young, I can never get away with because I've always been tall. I've always I grew into my body very early, like all these things. I'm not a child, bro. Like people have never viewed me as a child who is like incapable of thought and consideration and stuff like that. There are people in the world who I look at and I'm just like, you've gotten away with your behaviors because people still perceive you to be so like childlike. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's like I've actually clocked you, like you know what you're doing, I know what you're doing, like, and I just haven't said anything. And it's only a matter of time before people are like, actually, that was kind of crazy. Like that, like you're a grown woman. How do you get away with acting like this? And I'm just here, like I know why she got away with it. Like, but like I can't be the friend that's too working it, so I just kind of wait for him to clock on. So that's low-key happening right now, and I can't say too much more. But yeah, I've been in a couple instances where I've actually clocked something. I've just been like,
Maybe I shouldn't have, because then I just realized that a lot of people are probably still dealing with that right
it's
now.
it's a weird one.
I feel like
Yeah, it's hard to.
It's hard to like to really directly, you know.
trying to see how we can twang you.
I'm very sensitive to people getting away with stuff and then like throwing stones and hand in your hands basically. Like when people do that kind of thing, immediately I'm just so put off because I'm like, if you do something, just stand on it. Like even if it was shady and shitty, like just stand on it. Like to do this whole like innocent thing or like act like you didn't know what you were doing. I can't stand behavior like that. Like it actually scares me so bad because either you're mad unaware of yourself or you're actually insane. Like there's only two ways that behavior can go. Either one, I don't want to be a part of. Like sorry, I can't do it. So yeah, it's just scary stuff, man. Sorry.
I was gonna say I can talk about it now because it's happened. I feel like I've experienced both. So obviously I've already spoken about my ex, but that was like delusion. Like red flags were like everywhere, like paint the town red, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's pink. Like red. What is that?
Or like the red was red. This is roses.
Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Like it was literally just like la la land, and like everyone was telling me, girl. Run, wake up. And I didn't, and I stayed there until it was like my own realization that this doesn't make sense. But I'd say seeing someone that I thought was like mad. I was actually speaking to my friend that went to my uni at a party yesterday, and we were catching up and talking and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, do you speak to
that stupid girl?" From the moment I saw her.
By the way, let me say something.
Yeah.
I ran away.
She ran away.
I wasn't even close and I ran away.
Everyone ran away, but when I was speaking to him about it, and he was just like, "Do you still?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not." Like that situation, because basically she got angry at me and tried to accuse me of not helping her with work and helping my other friend.
I remember
bearing in mind she was trying to. It was just very confrontational. Very
can you
rude.
just please tell the audience member how she went and started punching the walls.
I remember this story. Like, I was so scared.
University walls.
I said there was definitely giving lesions, but I don't know.
Did she break it, or did she just break her hand?
So we were all studying, and it was like, obviously, I don't even think it was exam season. Like, it wasn't a real like intense time, but we were just studying. I think we probably had like mid exams or something, and like we're working and stuff like that. And I think she was just finding it stressful, and she goes out the room. So me and my friend are still studying, and then I just start hearing.
Because nobody's ever been stressed
like
before,
on
clearly.
the wall, and I'm like, oh, someone's trying to open the door, because bear in mind you have to have a key card to open the door. So I was just like, oh, someone's just trying to open the door and they need help. It happens all the time. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go out. Bro, I see this girl basically punching up the wall and banging it. Like, I've never seen someone crash out like that in my life. Like, I was genuinely scared. You know, in primary school when boys are like, yeah, I used to punch the wall when I get mad. That's exactly what it was. And I was just like, are you okay? Like, she was just punching the wall. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to go. My friend, like, he stayed there. I was just like, yeah, this is all too much for me. And like, I just don't, I really don't like, excessive aggressive behavior. I feel like you're making people uncomfortable. It's actually dangerous. Like, you're hitting the wall of the infrastructure for what? Who knows what is behind that wall that you're just hitting up? Like, it's crazy.
It's
so then obviously that happened, and I was just like, okay, that was like, you're just weird.
No, that was more than weird to me.
Yeah, it was giving.
It was giving like whoa. My laugh is so sad right now. That's what she was always doing.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay, whatever. But then this situation happened. So like, we were trying to do work and she just wasn't on it. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm going to speak with my other friend and we're going to do work, whatever. And then my friend, he had a situation where he had to go off uni because of like family situation and stuff like that. So when he came back, I was just like, let me help you, because it was a really like hard time for him. I was like, let me help you, like, you always help me in situations, it's cool. Bearing in mind, by the way, when we were revising with the other girl, she wouldn't like come and help. Like, she would be like, oh, this is too much, like she'll just go off. And I'm like, okay.
She definitely had to question him anyway, but
I to this day think she fancied him, but that's story for another time. I think she did.
Yeah.
But so then when he came, I was like, cool, let me just help you. Like, you've had a shit time, blah, blah, blah. So we're studying and stuff like that. But I was just like, I just didn't want it to be a big thing, because this is how you know when you know someone's just like not well.
They're not sane.
Because I was just like, don't make this a big thing, because I feel like she might react a type of way just because she's been super like naggy and clingy about like other people helping her. Bearing in mind she just wasn't trying to get involved. So cool. Then I think she like found out or something like that. Like, they were talking about coursework and he was just like, oh yeah, Shay did XYZ. And then she was just like, how come Shay told you this? Da, da, da. And then he was just like, oh shit. And then he was just like, oh, it's not that deep, whatever. Obviously too late. So then she now calls my phone and is just like, how the hell are you helping him and not me? What's wrong with you? Like, you're so selfish. Like, you know I'm going through shit and you didn't help me. Da, da, da. And I was just like,
It's the fact that you didn't hang up immediately.
by the way,
I was just like, at first I was just like, what? And she was just like, you're so like selfish. Like, why would you do that? Da, 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 da. And I was just like,
infantry is the goal.
and then I was just like, bearing in mind, you've been with us all this time. I've always been one to help you. Like, I help a lot of people out. You had every opportunity to work and do stuff together and you just chose not to. This guy's going through a family situation where he's literally had to go back home and couldn't have been in the sessions with us. And he helps me out all the time, so of course I'm gonna help. Like, sorry, why are we having this conversation? I don't understand. And then
because she wants to kiss him.
No, what did she say?
So she was just like, what's it called? I thought you were your own person, but clearly you're just following this other person, XYZ. And I was just like, are you gonna tell her that, by the way? And she was just like, no, I'm telling you because I feel like you know how to handle yourself in XYZ. And I was just like, look, I don't actually really understand why we're having this conversation. You could have come and like worked with us, but you decided not to. I actually think I was like, the audacity to call me to basically insult me for not helping you. I don't understand, like, why are we doing this? I was like, I don't know if I apologized or I just said like, I get it might have looked a type of way that I was helping someone else and not you, but I was like, you were in the room with us so many times, like, and I've helped you so many times, so I don't get why you're trying to paint me as this selfish person. I was really sitting, am I that so like, did I miss something? Because she was coming at me with like conviction. So obviously that happened. After that, I told like the other colleagues, work, uni friends and stuff like that. And I was just like, course mates. And I was like, she did like, I was just like, not gonna lie, she called me up on a crazy thing, like, I don't know what's happening, and Jamie was just like, yeah, like, this is whack, whatever. I don't know why everyone else was just doing like, oh, but you know, she's just been having a difficult time.
Because that's how mental people
blah,
kill
blah,
you.
blah, blah, blah.
No, that's not an excuse. I can't lie. You're an adult. You're actually an adult, you know. That's not an excuse.
You're having a hard time, all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, but it doesn't mean she has any right to treat me or speak to me in that type of way. Right. And I remember explaining it to them, and everyone was just, no one was understanding, and everyone was looking at me like I'm crazy. And I remember just being like, yeah, this is weird. And it's just given, you'll just pander to someone, even if they're doing something mad, just because they're going through like something like, or the problem. I've gone through shit multiple times. Do you see me banging up the wall? Do you see me disrespecting and calling people on shit like you're selfish or this? No, like there's a way to conduct yourself. And I just thought it was so unnecessary. And it was like, it's like we're grown past this. This isn't secondary school. This is whatever. Like, be serious. So everyone kind of looked at me as crazy, and I saw my friend yesterday, and I was just like, and he was like, do you still talk to her? I was like, absolutely not. The day after that happened, I said, I don't care if everyone else is looking at me crazy, like I'm this horrible person, I'm abandoning her and stuff like that. What she did, firstly, I haven't known you for that long to even have
such a desire to help
push past this, but you've pushed past boundaries, like you've disrespected me. Sorry, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, and if you're gonna boohoo cry my doorstep, I don't care. So after that, I was just like, goodbye. It was this awkward thing where everyone else was still friends with her. Like, we'd literally go and do work, and she'd be like, yeah, like, she'd just leave, and I'm like,
Biden.
Good.
Biden, literally
good.
And it just made the whole last year of my uni just like really weird and just like odd. But if you think if someone has obviously wronged you and done something a bit crazy, like stand on your shit. Like if you have evidence for it, if you literally, I wish I recorded the phone call. Like I'm literally hearing you shout down my line because of accounting work. Linked to the fact that I think you have a crush on a guy. Be so serious.
But like related to that though, because I've actually deeped it. Have you guys ever people talk about it, but have you ever met someone that doesn't have friends and then you realise why they don't have friends?
Yes, because she told me, I don't have any female friends, and I said,
yes.
I was like, now I understand why. That's why all your friends.
I didn't.
Sorry.
Continue. No.
It's okay. I was just gonna say it makes sense that where you don't have female friends because you act in such a aggressive manner, and the way she would defend man and go for man, but like she gave that other guy like multiple chances or just was like bare kind to him and stuff. When it came to me, it was given. Jimmy has so many thoughts, but it was just given like. But for me, it's you're so selfish.
What's striking you out?
I was just thinking, okay, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah. What the hell?
Because we don't want to do that.
Because you don't want to do that. Bear in mind, he's not even your man, so it was just given like. I would even understand a bit more, like, what are we doing this for? So, yeah.
And plus, they all expect you to give her a second chance, but was she going to give you a second chance?
By the way.
Impossible.
Everyone's like, but she can't
help it, guys.
What? No, she can't.
And it's always a thing of like, but your personality, like, you're more da-da-da-da. Like,
I am
more. She's going through this, so, like, you just have to be more gracious because, everyone just shut up.
Like, I feel like...
Sorry, excuse my French, but shut up.
Grow up.
Shut up.
Like, sorry, you're not a child anymore. Like, everyone learns about themselves and grow. And I would hope that experience for her was a wake-up call as to you can't treat people like that. But because people pander to it, I doubt she did. I think I was the only person that was just like, this is wild. I don't want to be friends with you. Everyone else was just like, So that's how people don't learn.
Yeah.
That's how they keep doing rubbish.
They keep doing the same thing. Oppa and Jimmy will both say something about Sha.
Don't let anybody like stab you down and then go and plead insanity
Yeah.
in the court.
No, oh my God, Jameen,
Don't let someone stab you down. I mean, insanity in the court.
People will literally actively go out of their way to like provoke you, and then when it comes down to it, I was just going through so much, I didn't even realize I was doing that. What? I didn't even know. Like, oh no,
So,
when I was doing it, you're actually crazy. Like, you're actually crazy.
So the best thing when you see something that is like more than you can handle,
Just
if you're not a therapist, you don't have a
Yeah.
Walk away, man.
license. Walk away. Just say I'll support you when I'll support you from afar.
When you've gotten the help that you need,
Do you get
maybe we can talk potentially.
For me, I feel like I'm the Jackpot queen. Like,
By the way,
so quickly. For me, it's like once I've built a relationship with you, then I'm more like I'm gonna like stay.
More like to work on it, yeah.
But like
I can
for
get
me,
out.
like especially like a lot of people, like when they see me, like they're very like, oh, you're so friendly and like and like they'll be like, oh, like so many times I'm just like, but I don't know you, like all the times like, oh, come to my thingy. I don't know you, and like now you've scared me, so I'm definitely not going to do that anymore. But like from the moment we went out that night to Cave,
oh my God, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my
and she
God.
was
She was soaking
Went out
like
to
a...
Cave.
It's the same girl.
yes.
Then, you know when it's just like 1, 2,
We went
3,
out
4,
to
5.
Cave,
How
and
many
there's a
times?
moment I was just like, for me, call it walk. I don't understand.
No,
You're just being weird. Like I
It was
can't.
just soaking.
You're so. I just. That's one thing I hate. I hate sluggishness. I hate like nonsensical behavior. You're just there. One with me. Meanwhile, like we're all here trying to have a good time. Even if I don't know any of you guys except the only person she knew was Jameen and Shay, and we all went out together.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to go out of my way to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I think it's common courtesy to like
show
the same kind of energy. Then you're not coming to now be doing I'm gonna go. Are you okay? What's wrong? Nothing. She was just such a queen of
No, literally, woe is me.
I just can't stand that sort of behavior, and immediately I sensed that like I'm just not here for it. I'll stay cool with you from like here
From a distance,
but like I'm not gonna do that. And I feel like that's always been me from like secondary school. Like a lot of the times, like I did not build a deeper connection with certain people because it was just like I literally like it grinds my gear. Like you're doing smell, you're doing like just always being selfish in a way. Like can you actually just get yourself together a little bit?
Yeah,
but
I agree. There's like
there's
certain types of people as well that I do think it's a matter of just you get to a point where you just see too much. Do you know what I mean? Like there are certain, I'm not gonna say careers or anything, but it's like language.
who are you talking about?
Language is hard. I am very skeptical of people who whose jobs or platforms are based off of attention, because the things that they will do for that attention.
Subscribe.
No, there's entertainment and there's attention.
They put that more as a
Do you know what I
side.
mean? There's entertainment, then there's attention. Like I feel like some people, they just like to entertain and discuss, and like that's literally the point of this pod. Like we're here to just make you like laugh and learn. I guess I don't know. We don't know if we teach you anything, but sure. But like
not to learn as well.
But like there are certain. It's like when you know people come online crying, like they come crying on the internet.
Yeah, no.
I
that's
can't.
just fake.
There was somebody that I knew that like I was already a bit about them because they were on their way, like journey of becoming a content creator or whatever. But I noticed that the content they made was just very like by any means possible, like attention. Okay, I guess if that works for you. And then one day they came crying. I think it was on their story, but they might actually posted it. And I was just like, this thing that you've cried about. The tears are so like why like I just thought like what's actually going on, only for us to find out like literally a year 2 years down the line, like this person is actually, they're insane, like they are. And I just thought, look, there's a time and place for tears on the internet, yes, but like I knew from when this person posted themselves crying over literally nothing. Like I can't remember what it was about. I think it was over a man, but I can't remember. This person had a lot of issues over a man all the time, but I don't even know if it was about a man that time. But I just thought, guys, I told y'all, like I told, from when I watched that video, I just thought,
so what's the meaning of that?
this is not somebody that I could befriend. And like people really tried, to be fair, people tried with her, but it's just like I said, she was very much like a by any means like social climber, like she's trying to get somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And I just really struggled to be friends with people like that, because while I'm a huge fan of like networking, get to know people, whatever, not really in a traditional sense, but like bro, talk to people are cool, but it's just like the way she would go about doing it, I just thought this is not somebody that like I said, she's by any means possible. Like you'll be in situations that you're just looking like, why have you put us in a situation just because you want to talk to this one person who you think is going to get you to this next stage, and we're just sitting in just bad places. I'm thinking, this is not something that we should be friends with. Like what the heck? And so yeah, till now, she's not really around anymore to be honest. But like, I just think about no, there's no
R anymore.
There's no R.
I hope she evolved and like changed.
I hope she did as well. I hope she did well. But like, it just really just made sense to me. I was just because even when we met her, it was one of those like, not that she was like completely lonely, but she didn't really have people. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like, you got to a point where you realize like, this is why. This is why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought I think. Maybe one more mainstream one that I think everyone will know. Maybe Diddy. You know, Diddy got his hearing recently today. Not today. This week.
This week.
So I feel like that was more like that's somebody that I kind of knew anyway, but it was given like shock factor.
You kind of knew Diddy. What?
I've got the eye. You said kind of knew, like you kind of.
I don't know him. I don't know.
That's why I said, who did you kind of know?
I knew what she meant. She said that from time she talked to him.
No, we have spoken about the downfall of Diddy before the downfall of Diddy began. We've been waiting. Jameen specifically has been waiting for this moment.
But yeah, man, a lot of people, I feel like maybe the entertainment industry is something that is very much, you know, what we see, we think,
perception is more than reality. Perception matters more than reality, which is so scary. And that's what I'm saying. If like people in that industry, I'm always very skeptical of, because you know your perception matters more than reality. In fact, I've met a few people where I've been going recently. Like, you meet influencers, content creators, and stuff, and it's just like the way you present online. You're actually a wicked person, you know. Like, I've just it's not story time with you, but there was one time I was at a party. They were handing around signs and stuff, you know, like everybody loves to have a little board, and whatever, cool. So, this creator gave me the sign. She was like, "Oh, can you hold this for a minute?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, like, no problem." I was talking to my friend. I was actually just like underneath the stage, catching up with her. And then I was like, I'm walking off, and I was like, "Hey, the sign." And guys, when I tell you she acted like I wasn't there, I was like, and then I think it was like 2 years later, I saw her talk with her, and I just thought, you know, you're a wicked person. Like, you actually, because she was on the stage, you could have just taken the sign, put it down anywhere. Like, she very much gave it to me in the sense of like, "Oh, sorry, just give me 1 minute." And like, "Y'all know me." I was like, "Yeah, sure, oh my God, like, no problem." When I say I went back to give her the sign, I just have to like, "Hey," she looks at me like,
"Who is this?"
Because
I honestly, I just thought, hurts, like actually hurt. Funnily enough, later on in the night, I was talking to somebody that I went to. I didn't go to uni with, but like I was around uni with him or whatever, and he's a content creator now. The way she was trying to move, like she hadn't just. I said, "Do you think that you were gonna move past that moment?" I said my bye and I walked away. You're
crazy.
But once again, it's like their perception on social media matters a lot more to a lot of them than their real life behavior. So it's another type of person I was skeptical of. It's like,
probably because they don't like themselves.
Well, when you put it like that,
let's unpack that, Matty. Why'd you say that?
Because
I don't think.
Bring it to the forefront.
If you feel the need to act completely different when you're on social media, you don't like yourself, bro. Because surely you want the world to see who you truly are.
That was bad. That's real, actually. And to be fair, I do think a lot of people use social media as like this escape, which is really scary, and that's like the same thing. Like,
fix your own life first.
Do we want to go there?
Because do we want to?
That's a whole other.
Anyway, sorry. We're moving swiftly on.
It's wrong though. Anyway, guys, listen.
We're not unpacking that today, don't worry.
It's just important to love yourself, to be honest with you.
I think it's normalize more therapy. I can't lie.
Go to therapy. Go to therapy. Get help.
Yeah, I feel like with black people as a whole, like they're kind of scared of therapy.
There's a lot of things where
I was gonna say also, let's stop using ChatGPT as our therapist.
Yeah, it's a robot. It's literally here to take over the planet, man.
It's not a licensed therapist that's gonna give you sound information. It's just gonna feed you what you want to hear.
As an AI,
if I don't want to deal with
tell you for free,
consultation,
like it doesn't, guys. It's not processing what you're saying the way you think it is. It's just reading the sentiment, and it's gonna give you, like you said, something that affirms you. That is literally what it was designed to do. It is a bot, right, that is using let me know if it gets into the specifics of it, but guys, it's using a knowledge base, and it's just thinking, okay, this is the language that's being used, this is what I'm supposed to respond because this is the sentiment. You think that it's actually sitting there processing you crying about the fact that your mum hasn't said she loves you in free. It doesn't understand that. It's putting together the words and saying this is typically what somebody would respond. So this is the response that I'm giving.
But it might eventually, you know.
Maybe in the future.
That's why I don't condone AI.
No, but I feel like
I don't condone AI at all.
Sentience is there, Sha. Sentience is it. Well, that's what they're trying to do. Hashtag the singularity, all that stuff. Get read about it. It's very interesting. But yeah.
But yeah, like I know some people who are using that. But it's like you have. Let's say I have an issue with dealing with confrontation. I'll then tell chat, "Oh, this is my scenario." Then chat will tell me, "You know what? You're right. Don't deal with confrontation. It's at your own pace. Do things at your own time." But in that moment, you need to actually deal with the confrontation head on. but like it's just gonna give you what you want to hear. So
ChatGPT
Ask a real life person instead.
ChatGPT is there for you to say, this is what's in my cupboards. What can I eat for dinner? It's not there for you to say, I have this life problem and should I quit my job? Did it stop?
Chat.
ChatGPT actually like this. Like,
guys, let me tell you. ChatGPT. Let me say something. If you're bored, there are many ways. If you're bored, there are many ways to use.
What do you mean?
How do you have a great speak with GPT? Because I actually don't put my images in.
Bearing in mind, that's how I was gonna go.
I don't put my images in there for a reason.
She
was using this and putting them in ChatGPT.
No, but by the way, she did the first. I remember the first time anything happened. And it was in uni, and she was like, "Oh, guys, look at this."
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes. What do you mean? Did I ask you?
All of us.
All our images.
What do you do with ChatGPT?
She was creating.
I was making first of all.
This was when AI like first.
No, in uni I was doing like the
AI. You make yourself like
AI
a superhero or something.
So
like,
I did that for everybody because I just.
No one consented to our images
Like,
being.
and I've always been so careful. Like, and one day Jimmy just put it. So guys, I've been doing this, and I just thought, what?
Sorry guys, parents of my only child. I get bored.
And that's why I said, Heron.
I have to entertain myself.
So yeah, Jimmy
I'm far too wary of AI. I can't lie. I'm far too wary.
Guys,
Apparently, it's like destroying the planet as well. In a way as well.
really
Yeah.
really
bad for the
guys.
environment.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is that you like?
You don't use your problem solving
Because before it
skills
was like,
anymore.
Google,
Exactly.
you search Google, you still have to like
Go
through the
through
results.
and
and then look at what you want. But like ChatGPT brings everything to you.
If you don't even like it, was actually shorten this.
That's so
Shorten
smart,
it again.
so
Shorten it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
God will bless the person
you're
who made
smart.
ChatGPT.
Because I've
Oh no.
Wicked.
Okay.
but
So
yeah, man.
God will bless those that need the blessing.
ChatGPT just there's ways to
I think
use
there's
it outside
ways,
of
yeah.
your imagination.
We're also teaching ChatGPT to do our own jobs.
Low key,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
No,
I think we should
literally,
actually
because
realize
you're
that.
asking ChatGPT, oh, how do you do this?
Every time you ask
they're
ChatGPT,
picking out
and then
information and they're learning to do it better and better as time goes
Every
on.
time you ask
They're learning it
ChatGPT
more
to
and
do your
more.
job for you, but
Eventually, they're going to know how to do
your
this
job for
and do
you.
that. And then that's why I don't condone AI art. That's why I don't condone using ChatGPT as a whole.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, this is Hot Topics. Just a trigger warning. We talk about death, murder, drug use, mental health, etc. So yeah,
Hi,
Jameen was even happy.
welcome to the grey area.
Why are you whispering?
Hi, welcome to the grey area.
Welcome to the great area.
Introduce the great area,
The
man.
ChatGPT's affected me.
Already? Here we go.
Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the grey. Hey.
No, because
we never left.
It's a
But
segment.
hi guys, this is a new segment.
It's
No,
not.
it's
It's
not.
not.
But it's a segment. It's called the grey area where we discuss.
Great things.
I was at a restaurant
Best one.
and so this person, it was like a self-checkout at a restaurant where you pick the items yourself, and this person was then not putting the 4 items on. So like, let's say they got katsu curry, chicken and rice.
They were stealing.
But then they were basically
they were
stealing.
stealing.
They were basically stealing.
Was she stealing?
So then the staff went up to them and was like, "Oh, so sorry, sir. I think you may not
It's the
understand."
pretense.
Like, bro, this is real storytelling.
You are no customer service because it's you are stealing. Put the correct
item
Nah,
down.
literally, yeah.
But then the guy now started shouting at the girl like, "Sorry, excuse me, I'm busy. I have to leave. I have a flight to catch in about 30 minutes." And
You're wasting my time.
literally. And then later on, the manager came in looking like a manager. And it was a complete 180.
Of course.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, you know what? It's my fault. I definitely do apologize. You know, these things happen with AI.
Where's your self-respect?
And I said, Jesus, why is it that you are able to talk disrespectfully to that woman because she's in uniform? But then because someone else comes in pantalone, you then come and speak to them in like, with more respect. And I just said, oh my gosh, like that is demonic. But it's not demonic. I always say it's demonic, but it's not actually demonic. But what are you guys' thoughts on that, and have you experienced that?
Yeah.
I face it all the time.
So many times. So many times.
Jimmy's like, what?
So I'm trying to,
I don't think I have. I can't.
I
lie.
don't think I've.
Nah, I'm so big on like respect to yourself.
Really?
Yeah, no, I can't lie. I could never.
It's true, you actually are.
Yes, indeed.
So are you asking like if I've done that? Or
No,
like, someone
not
done that
you.
to
Or
me?
like maybe you've.
I've seen.
People have done that. People have done that to me, where like sometimes they may underestimate me because how I come across. Like they, like I'm quite unserious most of the time. So just like use whenever I do say something, it's like what you did that,
and you're
like,
a nice person, so they assume that like, they can kind of take advantage.
Yeah, take advantage.
That was my issue. I feel like I was such a not picking up myself again, but I was like when it. I know I'm a diligent worker, but you can also kind of like respect me in the same manner as well. And there was a time when it was like an older job, and they basically tried to this dickhead. He tried to because it's actually crazy. They tried to frame me from stealing from the cash
Actually,
till.
sorry, because she's had stories, guys.
I feel like everywhere I go, there's a story.
Days.
They tried to frame me from stealing from the cash till and said it's because I was going away on a trip that because the cash was short, they assumed it was me. And do you know what was even rude? They were just like, oh, like, you don't know what she used it for. Like, it could have been for basically like weed or smoking or something like that.
Racist.
And I was just like,
Mind you, she's not Jamaican.
I'm not gonna tolerate that because that's gonna be cut.
I'm joking.
Oh my god,
Isn't your boyfriend Jamaican?
Yes, he is, which is I don't believe in whatever rubbish. Though
You even said, "Oh my god, my girl, they're rude."
no,
I'm
because
joking. It's all a joke. It's all banter.
We believe
She's
that.
trying to get us cancelled. This is not
No,
gonna have a
no,
live
No,
stream.
guys, it's all banter. I'm actually
No, we're not
joking.
leaving it.
Anyway, sorry. We're moving swiftly on.
But I was just like, is it because that I'm nice to you that you think you can insult me? And I was like, first of all, I'm not in your bracket. Sorry, that's rude. But I'm not in your bracket that I need to steal from the cash till. If that's what you think this is, I have my own money and I have my own life. And but it's even racist and insulting to then associate it with
going to buy weed,
marijuana because I'm going
That's
away
crazy.
for the weekend. And I'm just being like, absolutely not. And like, get the hell out of there. About it's like, you're acting like you're this big person and you're this and you're that, whatever, but you're just an ordinary person.
Do you know what I heard the other day? Someone was like, "Is losers? Celebrities are losers." I just made it like all like
Fairs.
I agree.
But it's the same. Like,
This is what I'm saying about the entertainment industry. A lot of people are just losers that had talent that was noticed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's why they moved the way they do.
Because think
but
about
a
it,
lot of
most
them are
theatre
like
kids
theatre
are not
kids.
popular,
Yeah, they're not popular.
but then
Yeah.
they just happen to make
They're
it.
the outcasts.
But like you're still quite eccentric, and not a lot
Yeah.
of people make.
And this is
along
not me
with that.
saying that it's like about being like weird or whatever
It's
or
not
out of the ordinary,
crime.
but it's like
It's not a problem.
there's so many people that are famous. They actually are kind of awful people. You're just talented. You're talented, but you're awful.
Yeah.
So you get away with it because
You
you're
can have a
talented.
look at, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's actually sorry to interrupt, Shay, but
No, I was
yeah.
gonna say, and sorry to go. I'm actually not trying to insult those that actually. But, mate, I've worked out how many jobs I've
No,
like.
no,
I'm not
it-
trying to.
yeah.
Insult, but it's like you're trying to bring me. You're being disrespectful with being rude because you're my manager, and you're in this senior role in this space, and you think you're so much
in
better
the
than
grand
me.
scheme
But
of
in the grand
things-
scheme of things, at the end of the day, we're all just workers and we're all just here. And your
we're
goal
all
is
cogs in the machine.
We're
I
all
was
cogs in
thinking
the
that's the
machine,
thing. That's serious,
and
yeah.
you're here trying to big yourself up because you're gonna be this manager of this whatever. Okay, you stay here. I'm gonna go and do my own thing, whether it is in a 9 to 5, whether it is doing whatever it is. If you want to think you have this power because you're the big dog in this element, then cool. You continue that way. Again, to go back, it's not me insulting those that do 9 to 5s. I know, like I said, I've done it all. I've actually done it all. But I think people who think they're so much higher up than you in certain spaces, so then they disrespect you. I hate that shit.
life.
I think it's rude. It is just life, but I think it's like, be serious.
Yeah.
I actually now remember a time where I kind of didn't stand on business. Now I tell a lie. Which I was like 14 though. That was like the first time where I realized, because you mentioned like getting accused of stealing. That's when I remembered. So this is the first time I got accused of stealing. And then I tell you the story. Yeah. So I was fresh out of year 9. I wanted to go buy a wallet with my friend.
Good
So
old days, man.
we walk into the store, and then I pick out one, and then I have my old one. So I want to like just test and see if it's gonna fit, all the stuff that I have inside. So I started just putting in. I put it back. I took everything out, put it back here, and then I kid you not, she was blue hair, white lady, short hair,
Gosh.
and she was like, "You're stealing!"
Because that's
And
how they
I
sound.
was like, "What?" I actually
I'll be confused
so
too.
terrified. I was terrified. And then she went to go tell the shopkeeper. And the shopkeeper was like, "Oh, I saw him stealing. He took this. I didn't put it in his pocket."
The person that accused of stealing doesn't even work there. Typical.
They love to be
Specifically
superheroes.
loves. Mind you, white women are actually the biggest thieves, like demographically across like most of the world. Like they will be watching black people, but the stats show that the biggest thieves are middle-aged white women. No, not allegedly.
Okay.
It's actually a fact. No, it's a fact. But they love it. They love it. They'll be all up in everybody else's business. If I
get up in your own business, nigga. Like,
facts, bro. You know, I always think about that video of like Lois from Family Guy stealing, and she's like smokes a cigarette after she's stolen like 100 items from a store. Guys, that's your average white woman in the United States.
You have to think, you know, like all the Netflix documentaries and stuff that they do of like white women being in places that they're not meant to be, and they have one of them was on Dancing with the Stars.
Who?
Yeah, Anna Delvey. Like, white women on theft. Bearing in mind, I'm trying to even think of someone who did something bad that was black, but sorry, the name hasn't come to me. But there's so many black people that I promise you, if they did fraud, locked away to never come out, they would never get that redemption.
The woman that was pretending to be rich.
Yes, they would never get that.
She's very smart.
No, because it's true. Anna Delvey, Elizabeth Holmes. There's another one that just popped up.
Yes, that was the one that was doing 23andMe or something like
Elizabeth
that.
Holmes, yeah, she used to do
the
blood
DNA
testing.
thing.
So
she was getting it to sell to people.
She said that with one drop of your blood, she could test every illness that you've ever had. And guys, she literally made so much money. People
because she was selling data. What was it? The Cambridge scandal or something?
It wasn't Cambridge Analytica, but like it was similar vein. Like she literally was just scamming people along the way. Like she was lying. She was firing whistleblowers. It's kind of similar to what we spoke about like the week that you were here, like 2 weeks ago. That she was firing any whistleblowers. She was just gaslighting and manipulating people into believing that what she was doing was real. Mind you, guys, she couldn't produce a working prototype in months. Everybody just kept giving her money because we have to believe in her.
Same with
in this life. I think the cheat code. Everybody should be a white man. You should be a white man in this life. The cheat code is being a white woman. I'm telling you, guys. They get away with murder. No, anyway, sorry.
Lady, she didn't even apologize to me.
Of course she didn't.
So what happened? Yeah, so she said that, and then she told the shopkeeper, and I was like, no, like what I put in my pocket was my own wallet, and I showed her like this is my own wallet. It's like, no, I don't believe you. You switched it out. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. It's like, empty your pockets now.
Doesn't even work there.
I empty my pockets.
You're actually 14.
But I was like a kid though. I was actually a kid. I was actually shook. Like I was shook, man. Yeah. No, my voice hadn't even dropped. Yeah, she was like, oh, I thought you were stealing, and just walked out.
Exactly. So
not even sorry, bro.
I just thought.
Not even sorry.
I just thought my mistake, my error.
Nah, not even my mistake. It was I thought you were stealing. Not even an apology. Not even my bad.
It's just
because you get a prize for that.
Do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Even if you were working there, guys, they're not gonna give you a bonus for having caught somebody who was stealing.
Literally.
They actually tell you not to catch people
She did it for fun.
By the way,
It's a hobby.
Because if you get hurt, you know they're not gonna
help you.
Like in America, if you have hospital fees, you'll catch that 20k. They're not gonna help you, and you know they don't even give you good insurance. So now,
even in the UK, like you're actually. That's why so many things you're not allowed to, because if you get hurt, they cannot do anything.
And then watch that still get robbed. You know they will just stand there like this.
When I was in uni, I used to work at Greg's. My gosh, and the Greg's I used to work at they used to steal from that place so much. People just walk in because you know Greg's is like open counter, like the sandwiches and stuff. They just walk in, grab as much as they want, and leave. And time after time, they just told us, don't. Just leave them alone. Don't go and fight them or hassle them or say drop it now. No, just leave it, and then just make sure that the security camera is on, and then eventually they hire people that were security. That's what I'm saying.
Because
don't overestimate
security.
They hire security to sort it out. Don't go above your pay grade.
Literally, yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I think I interact with a lot of white men, guys, in my job, in events. Everyone I interact with is a white man, and I've just come to realize that like
sorry. Everyone I interact.
I'm being so serious. It's just a white man.
I don't know.
Like I said, like in events and in my job, typically everyone I interact with is a white man, and it's just like it's actually tiring. Like I just get so exhausted because they do talk to me a certain type of way. I had to put I started putting my pronouns in my signature for Just a Party because it's like I would pull up and it's like you could tell they were expecting a white man. And then the second they saw it was me, it's like their tone shifts. They'll start calling me sweetheart, love, and I'm like, I'm putting money in your pocket. Don't talk to me like this. Or like, even to book.
But why would they think you're a white man? Your name is Maya.
No, but like they just think I'm a man. Like that's what they're trying with men. So it's just like cool. When I get there, they see a black woman. They're just like. So where's the person doing business? And I literally went to see a venue, I think 2 months ago, and I walked up and I said, hi, I'm Maiwa. And then he was just like, so like, where's the event owner?
That's
and I said,
crazy.
it says in my signature, founder of Just Party. So why you would think that I would need somebody else here? And if the other person came with me, they will not be the person that you'd be directly like speaking to, you know what I mean? But it was just very much given like, are you capable? Like, are you capable? Like, I honestly, it's exhausting. I'm always chasing things up with people. Like, I think they just don't take me seriously. I've started CCing my dad into communication because the second they see there's a man in there, suddenly everyone's ready to start doing business for real. Like, mind you, he doesn't even talk. He's just in the threads. Like, he'll just be there, sat there, but like, yeah, I've just CC'd and I'll just use his name. I'll normally add him as like a consultant because he does consulting. So I'll be like, oh yeah, I've added my consultant. Da, da, da. And suddenly, everyone's getting responded to quickly. Oh, the price is able to be negotiated. And I've started negotiating venue prices. I said this on another episode. Like, I started saying, I'm bringing business to you. Like, your Sunday is completely open. I'm bringing you money. Like, if you like, you keep the Sunday open and make £0, or you could just let me have the venue for 300. I'm not giving you 1k for a 200 packs venue. Are you crazy or what? I started negotiating, and then the tone will always shift when they realize that, like, oh, like, she's being so for real right now. Like, they always think they're gonna like bend the break, which is exhausting. And then in work, I think when they find that whenever I get back in from someone like more senior is when their tone changes. So like, I would say the way that you're operating, like, this is not efficient. You need to do this list of action items. And it was just very much gives like, haha, blah, blah, like banter. And then it would take like someone senior, which once again, I work with a lot of white men, to be like, by the way, my work name is Zoe. Zoe told you need to do XYZ to save. You're going to save yourself a cool 200k a month if you do these things. Oh, you know what? I hadn't really thought about it. I hadn't really looked into it. Like, oh, I should look into it now. And I'm just thinking, you don't even deserve these recommendations. You don't. Because I don't work on commission. Like, it's not like whether you make more money or you whether you spend more or spend less, my salary changes. It doesn't change. Like, I'm doing this thing because it's my job, obviously, but also like, you're my customers, isn't it? I want you guys to do well and to function well, whatever. But like, the way they can be so quick to dismiss me until there's like back in, or they see like somebody give me that allyship is so, it's just tiring. Like, I experience it so often that I just become so numb to it. I'm just like, okay, well, they're not going to listen to me until they have my manager, who once again is a white man, say, not going to lie, guys.
You think it's ever going to change?
No, it's just
I
the
think
culture
so.
of the system. No.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes things change, but sometimes they don't, and you just have to remove yourself.
Yes.
It's just as simple. Because some things is so, that is just the culture of it. And if it's something that you just don't like, or you can't adjust yourself to it, then it's okay to
remove yourself. Yeah,
remove yourself. Because a lot of times, like, there's only so much change, especially if it's one individual that one person can make. If this is like a over generational thing of how the system works. I'm not saying to sit down and just be like, I'm just not gonna try. Like, I think like be authentically who you are in that space. But if it doesn't work for you, you don't have to be a martyr to it.
Not a martyr.
But a little bit more of like not lighthearted, but a funny one that I've noticed is like, you know, we said about the presentation thing.
Yeah.
I've noticed that like, I can meet people dressed one way or just like minding my business, going about my day. But if they see me out or something, or they see me like, I guess somewhat in my like, just in my natural habitat, do you know what I mean? I like to be outside, what can I say? They treat me so differently. Like, I've had people that I've met.
Literally this!
Bro, it's actually,
Literally
it's nuts. Like, I will meet people when I'm like, maybe just out at like
in my
somebody else's
casual
event or whatever.
human
I'm just chilling, or I'll meet them. Like, I have a lot of post-work lunches, dinners. I'll meet people, like, it's all calm as banter. I will literally go out that weekend. I'll go to like, I don't know, a recess, and then obviously I'm more dressed up. I'm a little bit like loose. I'm more lax, blah blah blah, banter. Like, I'm looking like, I looked good, but now I look like crazy good. Guys, the behavior, the way that people switch up on me, specifically men, is so interesting. Like, I've always said that you can always tell the character of anybody by the way they treat people, but like the character of men specifically, you can tell by the way they treat women that
when they think they're ugly.
Or it's like,
yeah. I've had a good, yeah, 100.
It's not that they thought
No one's ugly.
but they just thought that I was just,
when they think
but yeah, they just thought that I was just somebody. Do you know what I mean? Especially like my office. To be fair,
I don't say anything.
no, but to be fair, like, at my office, like I can wear street wherever I work anyway. But it's just like I haven't got a full face. I'm normally wearing like a hat on my head.
I've never gone to work with no makeup before.
I don't wear makeup to work. I don't have the time for that.
Because sometimes I can just
No, my hair may be tatters, but like no makeup. I've never.
I'm the other way around. My hair will really be done.
I'll try and make my hair look
yeah, my hair will always be done. Like, I don't go to the office without my hair done. Like, whether I like to do lots of things with my hair in it, so I'll put in like a nice bun. I'll stick it like whatever I want to do. My hair will always be done when I go to work, but I just won't be wearing like a full face or whatever. And I'm typically wearing somewhat baggy clothes because it's dangerous to have body in the office, guys. Don't let HR catch you slipping. Do you know what I'm saying? But even like posting on it, so when I went to Saint-Tropez, like I was pushing past. I have a very weird relationship with my body because like I said, I grew up quite early, and it's just like, Maya, hide your body. Like you can't be going out, whatever. So like. In Saint-Tropez, I think it was the first time I was just posting like going about my day, like the shoot and stuff, and people were just like, "Where have you been hiding all this? Like, what's going on, guys?" From then till now, people have treated me so differently, and it's just like, do you know you're actually crazy? Like you're actually, I
like that.
No, just like people in general.
Yeah.
I don't really have white people on social media. Sorry, there's nothing that you need to see. I need to see whatever. But like,
no, be serious. I agree.
I feel like you definitely have to have.
Do you say work people or
people? No,
both. To be honest with you, but I don't have white people on my social media like either.
okay,
but like.
yeah.
Also, white. There's nothing that we're gonna see that's there's very few. There's very few. But anyway, I did like a following clear out the other day because I was just thinking like so many people are just so strange, and it's like the second that they realize you have any sort of level of clout or like beauty or people gravitate, it's just like they will switch off on you so fast. And I've literally experienced it so often that like I meet somebody in isolation and it's just like, oh yeah, it was cool, like I don't really feel any warmth for anything. But the second that they see me when I'm out, they see me talking to certain people, suddenly, oh my god, girl, it was so nice to see you the other day. Like, we should catch up. We should go for drinks. We should go for dinner. We should like invite me to. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, actually, like that's bad weird because I'm friendly with everybody. Like, even like I said, being suspicious, I'm still friendly to everybody. Like, I like to think that when I meet you, you don't really get the vibe of like, what the fuck was that? Do you know what I mean? But like, when I get that energy from somebody and then I clock that you saw me in this different habitat and suddenly.
It's a switch in energy.
Suddenly the energy has just changed so much. I hate that. And I feel like I've experienced it enough to just be like, you're just so weird. Like, yuck. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, so jarring. Or they'll be like, oh, like, another one is following as well on social media. Like, this is another reason why I'd stay away from industry people. But like, if you've ever met an industry person, this is a blanket statement. Some of you guys are kind of cool. You know who you are. But like, they'll follow you on socials and the first thing they do is look for your mutuals. Oh, how does so-and-so know you? How do you know this person?
And
this person follows you? Bro, people have said it to my face. They won't message me. They'll be like, oh, what's your Instagram? And then they'll follow me. And then they'll be like, oh, how does this person follow you? Or how do you know da-da-da? How do you know da-da-da? Oh,
like in a way, like in a jokey way? Or like...
No,
how does this person...
They genuinely want to know, like, and then after they...
Anyway, sorry. We're moving swiftly on.
It's based on behavior. It's just like, oh, like, I'm suddenly perceived to be worthy of conversation. Like,
people actually, because I was going to say, imagine if it's like Beyonce or something.
Do you know what would you do now?
Like, the people are actually strange. I'm sorry. People
I just feel like
so surface level.
It's so surface level, and you just want to gain something from someone. Like, it's never authentic. I feel like stuff like that. Like, it's a leverage situation. And I think...
Thank you so much for listening today. We love you so much and we pray that God will bless you all. I pray that you have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing year. This has been the TGA pod. Make sure you subscribe. Sorry. This is good. Keep it going. Make sure you subscribe. TGA pod, YouTube, TikToks. Follow us and on Instagram as well. We love you very much. Subscribe, like, comment, do all them things.
Please.
Oh yes, share, please. Because if you share, there'll be a blessing waiting for you. You cannot. I'm joking.
We're doing a giveaway soon. So
are we?
What?
So share.
Sponsored by Jameen, because
if you subscribe, there will be a giveaway soon.
Just announces things like
I guess
sponsored purely by Jameen, because we haven't discussed this yet.
No, because God says give and it shall be given to you. Press down, shake it together.
Shake it together.
So make sure you give by sharing and subscribing to us. That's it.
Okay, I've been the first guest, Martine.
Period.
The one and only.
Oh yeah, FIFA the one, FIFE. It doesn't spell 5, it spells FIFA. Okay, FIFA the one on TikTok, Spotify, all streaming platforms for music. You know how it is.
Period.
Find me anywhere, man.
Yes, sir.
It's been Shay.
It's been very flyby by
Jameen.
And last but not least, au pair.
Okay. Hey. I